Good morning. In this video lecture, we are going to analyze axially loaded composite bar members. We are going to use link element for this. This is our problem. Three bars are attached to roof. Their length is different. They are joint at the end and single load 1.5 E, 1.5 10 to the power 7 Newton is applied in it. Dimensions are given in this problem. So we are going to create this problem, analyze this problem using ANSYS. So this is my ANSYS window. First step is we are going to perform structural analysis. Second step is to define element type. Element type here is link element, 3D finite strength 180. This link element only has translational degree of freedom and don't have any rotational degree of freedom. Okay, this is added. Now we are going to add area to this element, real constant. Here we are not making model first, we are going to create element for this. Now the problem has two type of element. Area of cross section for this and this bar is 5 centimeter square and for this bar is 3 centimeter square. So we have to create two elements for it. Add type 1 link 180. OK. Real constant set number 1, area of cross section is 5. OK. Set 1. Now we will add one more element. OK. Real constant set number is 2. It will come as 2 automatically. Area of cross section 3. OK. So we have got two elements. Close. And both the element have got different material property. So we will add material to these elements. Material model, structural, linear, elastic, isotropic. Young's modulus is 2E7, 2 into 10 to the power 7 Newton per centimeter square. 2E7. OK. Poisson ratio we are going to set as 0.0. Now we will add one more material, new model, define material ID as 2, it will automatically take as 2 and previous material ID would have been 1. OK. Linear elastic isotropic 1E7. Poisson ratio is 0. This value is given in the question as you can see 1E7. OK. Done. So up till now we have defined the element and we have defined material properties for that element. We have not created any model yet. Now we are going to create model. As we can see from the problem, 20 centimeter, 20 centimeter. This is 50 centimeter, 75 centimeter, 50 centimeter. So we have converted it into a matrix. You can see it here. Minus 20, 0. We will put this value in the ANSYS and let's see what happens there. Modeling, create. Now we will create direct node in this. Create nodes. In active coordinate system, you are going to create node. Node number 1. This value is minus 20. Let's see what happened on the screen. 0, 0. we don't need to write it here. It will automatically take at 0. Apply first point. Node number 2, minus 20, 50. This will go 50 unit above. Apply. Okay. Node number 3, minus 20. Now we will draw this point here. This is 0 point. 0, 0, and this is node number 3. Sorry, 0, 0, node number 3. Apply. So the point is here. Node number 4, 0, x will remain 0 and it will be 75 unit. 75. Let's check. Okay. Zero 75. Okay. Apply. So this is our node number 4. Node number 5, 20, 0. Apply. Node number 6, 20, 50. This is 20, 50. Okay. So we have drawn all the nodes. Now connecting the node, we will make elements. So in modeling we have created nodes, and now we will create elements through node. We can see we have got nodes through nodes from this to this. Okay. First element, from this to this. Okay. Second element, from this to this. Okay. Third element, plot elements. Now what we are going to do is to connect these elements and apply constraint to our problem. We have to define complete problem. Here one interesting thing is that we have directly created elements, so we don't need to mesh this problem. So we will apply directly loads. We have finished modeling. Meshing we don't require, so we will apply loads. Structural displacement on nodes. We will fix these 3 nodes. Okay. We will fix these 3 nodes to the wall, so all degree of freedom will be restricted. All DOF. Okay. We have done it. And now what we have to do, that we have to join these 3 nodes. As we have seen in the problem that these 3 points will move together. So we will apply, we will join these 3 points. So how can we join these 3 points? We will use coupling. Coupling is found in preprocessor. Coupling, couple degree of freedom. Okay. This, this. Okay. Now these 3 points will only move in y direction. So we will couple it in y direction. Okay. Uy. Okay. Okay. We have this. Okay. We have to define couple set number. This is 1. Direction is uy. Okay. So these 3 points are connected together in the y direction. And now we have used link 188 3D element. But our problem is for 2D. These points cannot move in z direction, inside direction, or x direction. So we will have to restrict their degree of freedom. And these 3 points are joined together, so we will have to restrict only 1 point's degree of freedom. So we will again apply load, apply structural displacement, we will restrict displacement on any of these three nodes. We can choose any. We will choose this middle one. Okay. Okay. So which degree of freedom we are going to restrict? This cannot move in this direction or inside the screen direction. So direction will be X. We will remove all degree of freedom, X and Z. So our problem is converted into 2D problem. Okay. Now our problem is defined. We just have to apply load. Load will be in this direction, in minus y direction. And load value will be, let's check. Load value is 1.5 10 to the power 7 Newton. So we will apply load as force. We can apply load on any of these points, but we will select middle point. On node, this, okay. Direction of load will be y-axis and negative y-axis minus 1.5 E7. Let's check it once more. 1.5 E7 Newton. Okay. Done. So this arrow shows the load. I will just zoom it a bit more. Okay. You can see the load here. So we have defined completely our problem. We have make ANSYS. We have modeled it in ANSYS. We have modeled our problem in ANSYS. Now what we have to do? We have to solve it. Next step is solution. We have done all the process of preprocessor. Now we will solve it. Solve current linear system. Okay. Solve. Solution is done. Good. Now we will see result for this. Result we can find out. General post processor. This is our fourth step of ANSYS. We are going to see the result. Now nodal solution. Y component of displacement. This was our original problem, that we have to find displacement of this problem in the downward direction. Y component of displacement. All the points are going to move in same with the same length. Y component displacement. Okay. So these are our values. We have got displacement. Now we will find forces on each node. Nodal solution. Nodal loads. All loads in y direction. As we can see that there will be no load in x or y direction. Nodal solution in y direction. All structural load we can find it. We can see node number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have got all the loads value. If we want to display node numbers here, we can do it from here. Plot control numbering. Node number. Okay. Apply. Okay. So these are nodes, our nodes displayed, and we can find their force value here. So this is all. Thank you.